This is Rugby Merlin and welcome back to the channel. I did a little bit of a sabbatical, went back to Wales, the homeland, and had a great trip. I'm thinking of putting a little bit of a montage together of like some pictures and things I've got from my trip at the end of this video. But it was a great trip. But one of the funniest things is that I was in the air while the games were taking place. I flew on this it's weird because the time difference is like kind of messed things up. But I landed basically on a Sunday morning in UK time, and one of the first questions I asked my brother and my family was because I'd gone all in on heart over head, and I was sure that Wales were going to win. And I asked, like, the most important thing. I haven't seen her for years, but the most important thing is, what was the score? And I had a bit of a shock, I gotta be honest. Wales lost 68-14, not a world record, but a record for Wales against England at home. And it was, so my whole trip was basically trying to glean information from what do people think about the kind of the demise of Welsh rugby. And if you want, I can put it in the comments or whatever, and if you want, I can like get into a deep dive about that because that was in the back of my mind. I didn't do any recording for the channel back home, although I could have. There were lots of great things that I could have put on here, but it was important for me that I was present for my friends and my family, so I kind of stayed away from that. But in retrospect, looking back now at the 2025 Six Nations, I think it was really interesting, particularly the last Saturday there, the Super Saturday. Of course, Wales got absolutely pumped by England, but a few of the English boys, even though they were facing poor opposition in terms of Wales, that game was crazy. Wales were in it for 30 minutes and then completely capitulated. But I think Ben Thomas, put his hand up a little bit. I do like him. I think he's a very, very good runner, and maybe centres will be a little bit hard to come by when Lions time comes around. So I still think he's in with the shout of going on tour. It's a long shot, but I think he's in with the shout. And the score is well known. And then we had France-Scotland then. France were under a little bit of pressure. They started really well, and then Scotland responded as well. They looked like they were up for it, as they always do. They always have periods of the game that they look really, fired up. But Richie got yellowed, and that's the thing with Richie. He's the past master of the jackal, but he got penalised for it, and then Malvaka got yellowed. Luckily, I think it could have easily been a red because it was like malicious. Darcy, Graham and Russell combining really well all through the game, and those two, I think, definitely with a shout of going on tour. But there was another yellow from France, and close first half, but in the end, France really pulled away, and that's without Dupont. So France looking unbelievably strong. So as much as you'd like to pick some of the French boys for the Lions tour, maybe that's something we could do in the future. That would be there's too many games in the calendar already, so I don't think it'll work. But it would be interesting, after Six Nations tour like South Africa or New Zealand or something like that. But the last game of the and France had won it by this point, so if in fairness to Ireland, they didn't have that much to play for, only like second place, third place, fourth place. So Italy, Ireland. Italy put some great rugby together. They really were entertaining, and they took the lead as well in the first half. Lamoro fluffs it all, and it's a shame for him because he is a great captain, great with the media. He's a great leader, obviously, but silly yellow card, and then gives Ireland the impetus to really squeeze them up front. And I'm always amazed that people regard Ireland as like a kind of free-flowing rugby playing nation, but like when it gets down to it, they always go and squeeze teams tight, and I love that about Ireland. I think that's like a really important factor to this, what success they've had over the last like 3-4 years. Tag Furlong was back, which was great to see, and Sheehan with a hat trick. That boy is a try scoring machine. So great to see him back in full flight. His leg is still braced up though, so I'm not sure if he's fully recovered. But he doesn't seem to be like feeling it at all. So that's great. Omani and Murray, that was their last outing as Irish players, so that was kind of a significant thing, and I'm glad Ireland got the win for them, because they've been great servants to Irish rugby. Omani and Murray, you know what I mean? Murray, how many caps? They must have like 200 plus caps between them, like, you know. So the table finished France number 1, deservedly so. Galtier must be ecstatic, but now I'm thinking they got the tour to New Zealand in the summer, right? And they reported that they were going to put out like a weekend team or kind of a touring team for that. I'm wondering now where they should, because the World Cup is a long way away, you know. So I'm hoping that he puts out like a full strength side, or 75% full, and that would be immense, like, because I think he really needs to build on this momentum now. French rugby is so strong at the moment. I think they need to kind of prove it down south as well. England finished second, and they put on a show against Wales. Their back row was very good. The twins they did very well. Ireland finished third, and then Scotland fourth. So Scotland now, they were renowned for finishing in third, but now they've dropped down to fourth, and then Italy and Wales propping up the table. So I'll put a little montage now of my trip, just a few things for you to have a look at before the video finishes. Yeah, if you want me to go into a little bit of a deeper dive of how the Welsh public is feeling, or at least the cross-section that I encountered while I was there, about what's happening, let me know, and I'll put it together. But thank you very much for sticking with me, and I was glad to be back, and looking forward now to the Lions, I guess. So there'll be a lot more videos coming up, so stay tuned. All right, cheers.